All right, y'all. Whew. What's going on, party people? Out here, late night, almost midnight, and we are riding back to Queens after a nice day of work. And not too cold out right now. We had a pretty warm day, so we had a nice little rainstorm. Nice little rain. I keep saying rain. Had a nice little snowstorm earlier, and put about an extra 2 inches of snow on the ground, maybe a little bit more. But it ended pretty early in the day, and it got pretty warm, so it all melted. It's still pretty warm right now, so nothing's frozen, which is great because I'm riding back home or back to the car in this stuff. And during my ride today, I hit some pretty bumpy sections of snow, and my mount broke a couple times. I had two mounts, and when I put it on the rear of the bike, my foot was hitting one of the mounts. So I took one mount off and said, usually it's all right when I do that. I did that, hit some really bumpy terrain with the snow, and it broke. So then I put another one on, the other mount on, and that mount did the same thing. And I had a little bit of extra support, not much, but I gave it a little extra support with the broken mount to see if I can make it happen. But it was wiggling around way too much. I wound up hitting the section that was a little bumpy, and then that bad boy broke too. And I spent a lot of time hopping off the bike trying to make the proper adjustments, and it just was not working out. So in between shifts, I went to the store and bought some new mounts. And these are a little more heavy duty. They have some metal pieces on there that make them heavy duty. And it's a lot more sturdy on the bike right now. I definitely can see it there a lot. It's a lot more sturdy. So I'm using a 2 mount rig on the bike. You probably won't, well, you might be able to see it. If I zoom in, you might be able to see a little bit. Anyhow, I have a mount here and a mount here, and then they clamp on together onto the selfie stick or the invisible stick to give it a some nice support. So when I hit bumps and stuff, won't wiggle around so much. Of course, it's gonna wiggle a little bit, but not so much, which is good. Another thing that I did wrong today when I did my mounts is that I had my mount extended a little bit, which gave it a little more leverage to weaken the mount to make it break. But the mount that I had is just made, it's real flimsy. It's nice if you're just cruising around, you're not hitting any bumps, not doing anything too extreme. And if you use the mounts together, it'll definitely last a little longer. My mistake was separating them and not using the 2 mounts together. Was my biggest problem of that situation. But they do need to make a more durable mount. And these mounts are more durable. The mounts I have on here right now are called small rig, and I got them today, and so far so good with that. And maybe I'll throw the image on the screen so you can see what I'm talking about. But they work pretty good. The small rig mounts. Small rig handlebar mounts. So there's 2 different types. There's one type where it's a little bit more grippy. But what I realized that even if I get it grippy for the riding that I do, I need to get like a little bit of a wrench or a little multi-tool, tighten it down a little bit more, and that'll give me the right grip. So hand tightening, unless you got the Kung Fu grip, hand tightening might not be enough. Whew. Now we are climbing Queensbridge. Whew. I got my lights on. I got 2 lights on my forks right now, flashing, so you know I'm coming. And I got 2 flashing reds in the back, so you can definitely see me in the streets. My leg is a little burnt out, so climbing is tough. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. And I also got a fender in the back. I knew it was gonna be wet. The front, I had a front fender, I bought one, but I gotta do some custom modifications to make it work. But I do have a rear fender on to keep me dry in the back. In the front, I don't need it as much because my down tube is pretty wide. My down tube is pretty wide, so it blocks all the water from coming up and hit me in the face. But yeah, my legs are burnt out. I've been up since 5 a.m. It's now 12 p.m. I'm sorry, 12 a.m. And I already rode in this morning. And I rode yesterday too on the 27.5 inch, and I did about 17 miles that day. And I was getting my sprint on. So I am definitely feeling it right now. Whew. So putting the fender in the back puts my bike in full commuter mode. And let's see how dry this fender is going to keep me. Whew. In the back. Yeah. Okay, so I'm at the top of the bridge, so I'm able to get some relief, and soon they're gonna be going down. And the road is real wet. Whew. Oh yeah. Starting to pick up some speed. Curious to see how the rest of the ride is going to be, because you know we had 2 major snowstorms. The first major snowstorm, we kind of was rid of all that snow. There's still some left, but we were rid of most of it. And then we got dumped on again. But the good thing about the second storm is it wound up staying relatively warm, so the snow started melting right away. The first storm, man, it was like 20 degrees, 10, 11 degrees, so that snow wasn't going anywhere. It hung out for about, I think, like 2 weeks. Almost 2 weeks. It was just around, like, could not get rid of it. But this one right here kind of came and went. Even with the addition of today's snow, that snow's gone already too. That's a good thing. All right, so now I'm heading down, getting my speed on going down. And this time, the snow was on the left side. Before it was on this side. Now they plowed it on that side. Fun fact from the last time I did this. Woo, I'm gonna take my time tonight. Not gonna overdo it. It's gonna chillax. Oh, I forgot to turn the pure video on. I tried to remind myself to do it, and I forgot. So I'm gonna turn that on. I gotta cut this off and turn it back on when I get to the bottom. Man, oh man. One day I'll remember to put it on at the beginning. Did I put my Strabo on? I don't even think I put my Strabo on. Alright, so I gotta do two things. Put my Strabo on and put my camera in pure video. When you put it in pure video, it's night enhancement, low light enhancement setting. Make everything look way better than it does right now. So I'm about to do that once I get to the bottom. Oh, it's super wet out. I'm gonna have to get all new parts for this bike when it comes time for racing season. Alright, let's see. I think it's keeping me dry though. This fender is working out. Alright, let's stop here. Yeah, it's keeping it dry, this fender. So the one thing about not having a fender in the front is my other lens is going to get full of water, so might have to wipe off the lens from periodically because that lens got wet. So now we're in pure video. Whoa, 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 whoa. Let me know if you can see the difference in quality. I'm gonna keep the video quality on here raw. I'm not gonna do any tweaking to the sharpness or anything. I may maybe tweak the saturation a little bit overall, but other than that, I'm not gonna do any kind of tweaking. So you should see a difference in quality between the regular camera mode and pure video. Should look better. And the fender is definitely keeping me dry on the backside. Let me see. I don't feel no wetness on the backside. I went through a lot of water. So this was plowed, which is cool. Looks real nice. Over here, let's see how the bike lane is gonna look when we get down here. What's the bike lane action gonna look like? Woo. All right, so now we're on Northern Boulevard, and we go. That was a bump. We're gonna hit the Northern Boulevard bike lane. See how that goes. So far, so good. Just wet, real wet. Couple of little snowy spots, like right there. So you definitely have to keep your eyes peeled for some suspect snowy spots. So far, so good. And what's really good is I don't have a crazy wind blowing against me. So that's fun. And we're just cruising along. Woo! And it's really nice out right now. It's like I don't feel cold at all. Let's see what we got down here. Woo! Just cruising along, y'all. Oh yeah. So here you gotta do a little navigating. Oh, whoa, whoa. That's wet. That's water. Woo! Straight up water. I thought that was a little bit of slush. That was straight up water. Man. My feet are getting wet though. My backside ain't. You wipe the lens off. Make sure it's not wet. So you got little places here you gotta navigate through. It's not completely cleared out. And now we have snow blocking the bike lane. We got a truck right here. We're gonna go up on this sidewalk right here and hope we don't die. Ooh. Okay, we made that. A little slushy slush. Bike lane over here is blocked off by a big old mountain of dirty snow, and you can't get back in. You're just out here with the cars. So earlier today, in all the traffic, probably was a little dangerous. That you had to pop out in the street. Defeats the purpose of the bike lane. There's a lot more piles of snow here too. So no bike lane action over here. Come over here, got a little bit, but then you have to come back out. It's a big old set right there. And then it looks pretty clear the rest of the way. So we're gonna keep this party going. Woo. Man, my man needs a muffler. Woo. So really appreciating this no wind situation. Got no wind blowing against me. So I'm able to coast. This is a very, 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 very gradual uphill climb. So you don't really feel it, but it's there. We got somebody blocking the bike lane here. And now I'm just stuck out here in the street with the cars and no shoulder. So there's that. And then the bike lane over here, pretty covered by snow. Whew. Maybe because it's a car dealership right here. You know, car dealers don't be laying bikes. I guess. And then they're blocking the whole road off here, so the bus can't even come through. What type of craziness is this? Oh wow. They're going crazy over here with the snow. I guess they're trying to get rid of it all. Wow. Yeah. I guess the sanitation guys are going to get rid of this. Or that big pile of snow right there. Okay. A little behind the scenes action, but all of these people right here are being blocked by that. So I guess they got to go around some kind of way. Okay, so here we have what we like to call a sketchy situation. Now, some of this slush, luckily it's not freezing up, so it would have been a little harder to navigate through because it'll be real ruddy. That would give me a hard time to get through it. And I haven't found an opening yet to get on the bike lane, but the bike lane is accessible. But it looks like we're doing sidewalk action and slushy sidewalk action. Slushy, ruddy sidewalk action. But luckily it's still warm out, so I'm able to get through this, not have too much of a problem. All right. Whew. But for the most part, it's okay. Not mad at it. I ain't mad at it. Whew. So we're just chugging along, and the good part about this ride too is the fact that I got my knobbies on here, my mountain bike knobbies on here, so I can get through all kinds of terrain without really worrying about it. Okay, so that gets a little sloppy over there, and let's see. This Let's make this little left. Very wet right here. Slushy and icy. Oh, I guess they were breaking the snow up over here too. Because it's real messy over here. So I guess this is how they're managing the snow. It's all over the place over here. Oh my goodness. Some of it's icy. I have to go out in the street. Woo. Messy, messy. Messy, messy. Oh boy. This is a lot. Oh. Careful, careful. Okay. Whew. So I just got sprayed like crazy on the front. Let me check the back. The back is dry. I don't feel no wetness back there. So that fender is doing its job. Alright, got my glove back on. And this part of the bike lane is clear. Wipe off the lens, probably wet. Maybe. Can't tell. Can't see it. And we are here by Broadway. Broadway. Now, you know what? Let's do this. Let's take 34th Ave. Usually I would take Northern Boulevard, but we want to look at these bike lanes, right? So the bike lane takes you down Roosevelt, then you have to go 34th Ave. See how that is. I don't think I've gone down 34th Ave since the last two snowstorms, I think. So let's do that today. Tonight. Oh. Cause tonight. Bam! Who was the artist that sang that song? Name of the artist that sang that song. Bonus points if you can guess the group that he was in. Alright? Ooh, I said he. A little bit of a giveaway. But let me know. Let me know in the comments. I'm gonna do that little quiz, so you'll see the quiz pop up asking to name the artist. See who gets it right. As a matter of fact, maybe I'll do two quizzes. The name of the artist who did the song and the name of the song. Because that could be tricky for some people. That could be a tricky one. So I'm gonna do two quizzes on this video so far. Let me know. Alright, so here we are, 34th Ave bike lane. This should take us all the way. Ooh. We're going to take this all the way to the end. And we'll be by Flushing Meadow Park. We're going to find out what the current status in Flushing Meadow Park is. Because earlier today, I got a garbage. Big old garbage thing in the way over there, so I couldn't do that. But we're going to see what the conditions is, because earlier today a lot of it wasn't plowed, so I wasn't able to take my normal route through the park. But the whole day has gone by, so maybe they got to it by now. We're going to find that out. Whew. Oh, I just ran over a rat. Oh man, the rat just ran right out in front of me, and I felt myself run him over. It was too dark to probably catch that, but maybe we did catch some roadkill. He ain't dead. That rats don't die off of that. Just a little front wheel rollover. Hot dang. He popped out of nowhere, ran in front of me, and then this was like right in the line. And was not expecting that to happen. Alright. So we wiped the lens off, so I seen water flying up there. And we're still on the 34th Ave bike lane. This part here is bicycle and pedestrian, but no cars. But it's open for cars now because of the snowy conditions. Usually they have the dividers blocking access to these roads for cars. But since we had all the snow, looks like they opened it up to car traffic. Whew. So here is where we're going to start climbing. Gets a little hilly right here. Whew. A little bit of climbing, y'all. Gonna get my climb on. Okay. Still climbing. Trying to preserve my legs. Definitely feeling beat. Whew. Oh man. Getting there. I'm getting there. Let's see what we're looking like over here. Looking all right. Looking all right. Woo. Whew. All right. So I made it to the top of that. And gonna keep moving. One good thing about having the fender in the back is I can stand up and pedal and not have to worry about my seat getting wet. So that's a good look. I just need some energy to stand up and pedal. But so far, as you can see, bike lanes are clear. Bike lane is clear. It's just super wet. Oh, did not see that dip coming. So they have cars parked on this bike lane. I guess to keep them out of the snow. No, wait a minute. That's not a bike lane over there. That's actually a parking lane. Bike lane is right here in the middle of the street. Woo. And we're getting it in. It seems like it's more lit on this block now. I don't know why. It's probably because of the snow, the reflection of the snow, and maybe the reflection of the light on the snow and the light on the wet ground. It's making it extra bright on this block. I don't remember it being this bright on this block. I mean, it was well lit, but it's really lit right now. I like it. Whew. Maybe they changed the type of lights they're using. Okay, so see now down here, this is about the lumens of the light over here. This is more like it after this block. So maybe they're updating the lights. Because usually it's kind of like this. All the way down. I'm still climbing too, actually. Real gradual climb. Real gradual. Enough for me to sit down and pedal. Okay, so here, the bike lane is definitely covered by the snow. That's the bike lane on my right. In this section right here. But it's clear over here. Which is a good thing. Oh boy. Okay. Woo! That fender's working out real good. Yeah. Alright. So here we are at Junction. Junction. What's your function? What series is that song from? What series is that song from? I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm not gonna say any more, no more clues, no more hints. The Conjunction Junction song. It went like this. Junction, what's your function? Quiz number 3 for tonight. What series? Woo! Can't tell you any more than that. All my older heads watching, y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. You'll know exactly what I'm talking about. Look, a snowman right there. Nice. So the bike lane over here is definitely covered. That's it to the right. Covered with snow. Because, bike lane, then parking. So they had to make room for the cars. There's nowhere to put the snow except in the bike lane here. But this is a pretty wide road. So you can navigate through the cars on this bad boy. It's gotta be extra cautious, that's all. And it's freshly paved over here, so if anybody hasn't ridden this route since last summer, they upgraded this bad boy, repaved the whole thing, so this whole thing is smooth. Before it was mad bumpy, and now it's mad smooth. All right. See, no shoulder here. And then if you mess around and get caught in some snow, you really risk yourself getting jammed up. So you gotta be real cautious when you pass by the cars. Make sure you're not coming up on some snow that might slip you up, because you definitely don't want that to happen. Truthfully, your best bet is just to get in the middle of the street. Ride with the traffic speed, call it a day. But one thing about that, see how close I am to this car? I won't be able to see what's coming in between the bottom of the car. So if there's like a big chunk of ice or whatever, I'll be in some trouble right there. You might roll over it or some slush, and then next thing you know, I'm rolling over some slush and ice, and that could be a problem because I wasn't prepared for it. So when you are riding behind the car, this type of conditions, you definitely want to stay back enough so you can be ready for potholes and stuff like that that might just pop up out of nowhere that you won't see until it's too late. All right, so now we're going down. Woo! Just past 108th Street, and we are going down. And the cool thing about this block is you have a delayed green, on all the lights except for I think one. So when the light turns red, you got like 5 seconds maybe to get through the light before it actually changes green for the cross traffic. That's done specifically for cyclists, so you don't have to stop your run. Or it gives you time to stop if you're going really fast and you're like right by the light. Prevents accidents from happening. Alrighty then, we are by Citi Field, which is also right next to Meadow Park. So we're about to head down, and we're going to hit Roosevelt. And once we get on Roosevelt, we'll be able to get to Meadow Park. What? You know what I didn't do it? Even though I said I'd do it, I was gonna put my Strava on, but I didn't. Oh well, it's all right. I like to log my miles. I like to do some logging with the mileage. Kind of get a good tally on how much miles I'm doing. But I have been slacking with documenting my miles. There's been a bunch of rides that I have not done Strava on. So there's that. Whew. Now I'm climbing again. Whew. Getting my climb on. If I had a front fender on, I'd be nice right now. I'd be all right. I'd be all right. But I definitely got sprayed in the front. Now this section needs lights. Way too dark over here. They really should put some lights over here. Because and it's been like this for a long time. I don't know why they don't put lights here. Especially since you have Citi Field, Meadow Park, all that stuff right here. It only makes sense to light this up. That's going to be for the people in the town. Go to those town hall meetings, city meetings, and talk about lighting that area up. Now here goes the squirrel. What you doing out so late? Another one almost ran into my line. All right, here we go. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Nice. Yeah, riding with the knobbies, I'm able to ride with a little more confidence than I would if I had some ball tires on here, some street tires. And even those tires I have, my 27.5, those things, they got knobbies, but they ain't doing nothing. But I can ride this bike with some confidence, with my chest out a little bit, because I got these knobby tires on here. So I can just get through stuff. No problem, for the most part. Woo. All right, what do we have over here? Oh, that's looking sus. No problem for the knobbies. It's like I'm on a 4-wheel drive with this joint. Know what I mean? Ooh, wait, hold on. Let's go through the tunnel. That'll probably look really cool. Oh yeah. I got hit. I got hit with the water. Oh, going through the tunnel. The construction tunnel. Yeah. Nice. It's the little things, party people. It's the little things. Ooh. Should we do the whole thing? Let's do the whole thing. Whoa. Ooh. Okay. There we go. Nice. Alright. But we can't go through that way. Have to go in the street. In the street, son. I think. Oh yeah. Alright. Coming through. Alright. A little excitement for the night. Doing some serious construction over here. Okay, so this is all snow right here. My bike is just cutting through it for the most part. It's a little slushy and it gets pretty thick, so I'm sliding out a little bit. I rode through that early and was sliding around. And now we're gonna cut through the park and hopefully I can get out. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna take the same route I took when I came in partially into this part of the park. We're gonna find out what's up. Oh boy. Let's see what goes on. Okay, we're already going a different route. Oh boy. Ooh. Whoa. Oh boy, what's this? Okay. Oh, ice. My leg did the slippy dippy on the ice right there. They cleared it out a lot. Over there, that was covered with snow this morning. So that got all cleared out. Let's see about the other part. How's the other part looking? Looks real nice in here right now. They got the lights on. Either they fixed the lights or the lights are still on. Maybe they go off later on. Because usually it's pitch black at night in here. They usually have the lights off whenever I ride through here at night. So let's go this way and see if I can get out from over here, which I believe I should. It's very bumpy over here and dark. Curious how this is going to look with the pure video. All right, and the mount is definitely doing a good job. The camera mount, no wiggle. It must be getting colder because some of this stuff is turning into ice, but also some of this stuff is ice from the last time. This was the stuff I was riding over earlier. Oh. All right, so that bumpy. Let me see if they plowed the entrance down that way. This is where I came in at, but maybe they got to this entrance down here by now. Gonna find that out, and if not, I'm gonna have to come back this way, I guess. Please, Lord, tell me they did it. Looking from back here, it looks like they haven't, but it's a main entrance though. Come on, guys. Did you do it? They didn't do it. Daggone it. They didn't do it. Not cool. And it's not plowed from the snowstorm from earlier and the snowstorm from yesterday. Oh Lord. I can try and ride through it, but I don't think I'll make it. I gotta try and follow somebody's, follow the footprints. See if I can make it through. First of all, how packed is this? Not packed at all. I gotta kind of jump into it. Let's see. It's coming from the side. Let's see if we can. Let's see if we can do it. I doubt I will be able to do this. Oh, no way. Come on, let's see. Nope. Nope. I would need some more gears to get through that. A lower gear to make it through that. To even attempt to make it through that. Now, I would probably be able to get through that with the gravel bike. But we gotta go back. Got to go back. All right. So they didn't plow that. Would have been nice, but they didn't. Over here's a little bit janky, a little icy. And I stepped in the snow, so instant cool down on the foot temperature. So there's that. But this is clear down here. So we're gonna take this way to my destination. Ugh. It's all dark. Woo. All right. So now we're about to be back on track. We're about to be back on track, y'all. Who is still with me on this journey? You know what's cool? The cars are still parked over here, so maybe I might be able to park over here. I'm always nervous about having to get my car out to park after dark. But I see plenty of people parked over here in this section. Maybe I'll try that one day. Because then I'll be right by my car. I can hop in and be out. But the one cool thing about parking further out is that if there's any traffic over here, I get to avoid it all. Because between here and where I park at, you can be caught in some serious traffic. So I kind of bypass all that by parking further out. Woo! All right, here we go. Just hop right out into the street. Gotta make this left. Hopefully they can get out of the way in time so I can cut across. Chill. About to head to Booth Memorial, and we got to climb here. Now there's no shoulder here either, so I'm gonna try and find an entrance to the sidewalk and ride the sidewalk up because there's no shoulder. Let's see if they shoveled the sidewalks over here. Ooh, that's icy. Oh boy. So the ice is starting. Oh boy. Oh boy. They didn't shovel here. And this is icy. Oh. Oh. All right. Real icy. Losing some grip. I think I'm gonna go back out in the street. That was super sketchy. Super duper sketch. So it's getting cold enough for stuff to freeze up. But the sidewalks have been shoveled, but they are slippery because they probably didn't put enough salt down. Whew. This is the climb right here. All right, gonna keep going. Now earlier today, with all the traffic, this would have been really sketchy, but the sidewalks wouldn't be frozen, so you'd be able to navigate through the sidewalk on your bike. Whew. Well, being that it's past midnight, nobody's really out. Got a little peace. A little peace on the streets. Whew. I'm in super chill mode right now. Definitely not doing the most. Alright, so that was another climb. Now we're going to start going back downhill. And then I have another climb. And after that climb, it's mostly downhill. And there's a little bridge. I'm going to find out if that got cleared out. Alright, so now we're going to go downhill a little bit. Oh yeah. Let's go. Woo! Yeah. Oh. Woo! Coasting. Okay, we're getting to a red light. Hoping that there's no cars coming. We have a yellow light, which is a good sign. No cars coming. Keep it moving. Yeah. Whew. We are out. Making moves. This light's about to change. Got here in time, no cars coming. Coast is clear. Still moving. It's really nice out in comparison to some of that other stuff he was having. Ooh. You still with me? Let me find out you still with me. Let me know in the comments. Nothing real exciting happening over here. If y'all still with me, man, y'all some troopers. That's for sure. Whew. Alright, so that was my little downhill. Now, gotta go uphill. Oh, also, this is not part of the bike lane. This is not part of the bike route. Normally, what you would do is go to Casino Park. Casino Park is to my left, and there's a bike path that runs through the whole Casino Park. So that's the way I would take if it wasn't snow on the ground. But this way is the more direct route, I would say. so she get me back a little faster, which is good. But as far as following the bike route, Casino Park is where it's at. Whew. But they could definitely put one on this road here. They can definitely fit one here, and it'll go right with. You can go right with as an alternative bike route where you don't have to go to the park, but that'll defeat the purpose of, I guess, having the safe section where you're not sharing the road with the cars. It's probably why they didn't make a bike lane on this road. But there's more than enough room to do that. Whew. All right, so now I gotta climb again. Yeah. Here we go. It looks like I have roads blocked off up there. Gonna find out. I see flashing lights. They might be doing that snow work over here, like we saw on Northern Boulevard. Woo! My legs are finished. Yep. This road is blocked off. You have a bike lane on this block. Takes you straight down. Missing out on some excitement over there. But it's probably for the good. Woo! Alright. So let's see what we got down here. This will put me back on to Underhill, which will take me around the other side, and that'll take me back to the bike lane as well. So either way, we'll take you to the bike lane eventually. That way, it takes you straight, and you wind up hitting this bike lane, but way further down. But over here at the light, make a right. That's where the exit to Casino Park is, right over there. So that's what we're gonna do. See how this is. Earlier today it wasn't too bad, so should be all right. Ooh, and here we go. Now, this is part of what the bike route would be, the greenway, but it's not like designated, not what do you call it? It's not marked off. You just have like little greenway signs on the poles. But the problem with this way is they don't plow the bike lanes, the bike paths, because there's a bike path that cuts off to the right that takes you right through where you don't have to share the road with the cars, which is the reason why I didn't go this way. I could have did what I did earlier. Earlier, I went to the north side of the park, and there's a clear path going on the north side of the park. Wish I could have done that. That would have been a straight shot to Underhill, which takes you straight down. So right over here, going to my right, which is all blocked off, is the actual bike path, which is completely covered. People are trying to walk it too, but that's completely covered. They don't plow it, and you know, people walk it, people ride it, and it's paved, so definitely should have been plowed. And I don't think they'll even get to it, because the last time when I did this at the first storm, they didn't plow it either. So it's probably snow from last time there, as well as the new snow on top. All right, so now we make this right here. This is part of Underhill as well. Look at this car. Wow. Crazy. Definitely could have dug themselves out. Okay. So here we go. Getting closer. Getting closer. So this is all clear. And it's late night, so nobody's really out. So I can coast it. Whew. All right. So this is no bike lanes over here, but the next block will wind up running back into the bike lane. Whew. Which is part of the greenway. Oh yeah. Okay, so the bike lane comes from this way and goes like that, but they haven't plowed any of that down over there through the corridor park. But this part of the bike lane is nice and clear, which is a good thing. Woo! Okay. I like this mount. It's working really good. I hit bumps, so I don't have to worry about it. It just stays right where it's supposed to be. With very little movement. Okay. I'm pretty sure that they didn't plow the bridge, but maybe they did. We're gonna find out soon enough. Whew! Oh, wore out. Wore out, son. Whew. So far, this part of the bike lane is good money. Good money. Whew. Okay. I can see from here at the bike path pedestrian bridge has not been uncovered. So I might as well make a left, because that is not, yeah. They have not done any plowing over here. Yeah, it looks like somebody might have rode a quad through it, but that's about it. But there is a bridge right here. I don't know if you can see it. It's a bridge to my right, which takes you over the parkway. But No work has been done on that at all. So we'll have to go this way. Trying to get to Francis Lewis. Franny Lou. And then we'll make a right on the Francis Lewis. And then we'll be almost there. Now the problem with Francis Lewis is they didn't plow none of that snow either on the sidewalk, so you're gonna definitely be out in the street with these guys. Definitely gonna be out in the street with the cars in Francis Lewis, unless the Parks Department plowed the snow on the sidewalk by Cunningham Park. Maybe they got to it today, but it wasn't plowed this morning, and so that means it's been like that for 2 or 3 days now, ever since the snowstorm. So by the way things are going right now, I don't know. I don't think it's been worked on, but you never know until you get there. Woo! All right. Oh boy. Okay. Here we go. Let's try and get across. So, question number 1, did they plow the sidewalk from earlier today? It looks like they did. Ooh, it looks like they plowed the sidewalk. Ha ha ha. Ha ha ha. Because it wasn't done earlier today. Let's hope I can make it all the way down. Nice. Nice. Look at that. This definitely was not plowed earlier today. Hopefully we can get all the way down. It looks like they used a snowblower this time around. I know before they had a plow. Whew. Oh boy. It gets real dark over here. Whew. I know there's some bumpy spots in this part. Oh, it looks like they've been riding their bikes in this stuff. Oh no. Looks like they're walking in there. Walking in the park. I'm pretty sure y'all can't see anything at home. Let me see, let me turn. Uh-oh. Oh, we still got love? Still got love. Still got love. Yeah, they came through here with a snowblower. I know last time they had like a plow come through here. Like a side-by-side plow. This is definitely a snowblower action right here. That's why it's so thin. But I ain't mad. Because before, earlier today, I wasn't able to do this. Oh yeah. Well, party people, we made it back to the destination. This was an interesting ride. Woo! Definitely fun, nice little workout. Oh yeah. This ride is about 12, probably 13 plus this time, since I had to take a couple of detours. So it's probably over 13 miles, maybe close to 14 miles. Normally it's like 12 and change. Anyways, if you're still with me, let me know what you think about this episode. If you like what you see, definitely like and subscribe, all that good stuff. Whew. Check out these other videos. Check out that one. And check out that one. Those are pretty cool too. Also come to the store and check out some of the goodies we got there at the store. Sugarcane.com. Oh yeah, there we go, nice. Alright, and I'm out. Back to you, Billy.